What's up? It's Lost, and I'm Lost. Today I'm going to be playing more Destiny 2 and reviewing it. Now I'm going to start hitting the strikes area rather than the story. So, first thing I noticed before opening this video is Vanguard Ops has a recommended power of 1350. The Disgraced has a recommended power of 1360. Why? Okay, so anyway, let's start. So, we're going to be playing with a lonesome and blinding grenade launcher. The lonesome's okay. It's better, in my opinion, than my Night Watch right now. Not only in power, but in usability. Upgrade modules are decent to have most of the time. I do like how they're trying to limit your areas, though, because a lot of games like Destiny have this problem of where it's like big, every destination is available. Where do you want to go? Immediately, everywhere. We have Mars, we have Mercury, Venus, and the entire question is, slow down. I need to experience everything one at a time. This place is taking me one at a time through every area. Now, I wish there was more than one area to explore at a time, because this creates fatigue in exploring certain areas and shooting certain things. But it's better than being available 50 areas and not knowing which one to go to. We all quite enjoy this amazing level of content. I hope. Wait a second, I need to do something. Something always bothers me in these games. Off. So there we go. That should be better. Turn off. I have no idea why my game is being insanely laggy. Okay, so I'm still a bit laggy. I have no idea how to fix this, but I guess I'll just do for now. So, okay, right now I'm currently... This isn't a bad idea, what Destiny's doing, and I really like it on how they're trying to force community content. Because the problem with most games like this is, again, we want to make every individual player's experience good. Bungie has a different approach to this. They saw why Halo was successful and tried to make a game where it was community engagement with raids and strikes. And I really like that. Bungie is trying to make you work as a team. And I love that. It creates a very unique... Are we all using Lonesome? We're all using Lonesome, aren't we? Okay, we have 102 Titans. And I'm one of the 2 Titans, obviously. But this is an interesting gameplay choice. No. I'm used to having different blinding grenade launchers, but blinding is still really good. Here, switch over, reload quickly. It's still a grenade launcher, so it's great for adding. My frames are currently really down. And this is currently like something I really struggle with in this game is I feel like the enemies are a tad too easy, but I am more of an experienced player, so everything will obviously feel super easy. It will take a while for hardcore players to really start to enjoy stuff like this. I really wish my frames would not be at like 2 FPS. It's probably like a lot higher than I'm giving it credit for. So, yeah, this is currently happening. So,
I'm reading dense hive signatures in a facility up ahead.
yes, I have played this strike multiple times, so I'm already aware of what's going to happen.
We might be walking into a trap.
That's the gig. We carry the light where no one else can.
So, this is kind of happening right now. I'll say it like that. This game has a way of making you, I wouldn't say doubt, of making the in-betweens not fun. I'll put it like that. I doubt its ability to be able to create in-between content was what I was going to say. Because it's just a bunch of running, and that type of content always deters me, because I'm doing nothing and I'm just running from area to area. It's the big problem I have with a lot of games like Skyrim is I don't want to be running across the map 90 times, so traveling systems are very mandatory in those games. And even then, oftentimes it feels like I'm running across the map 90 times because I'm doing the same thing over and over again. Now, I could have pulled out my Sparrow and cheesed this, but I'm not gonna. I want to give a good idea, and I hope that these people don't know how to cheese this.
I'm just doing my part. It's in your hands now, Guardian.
Because there's a cheese to this part where if you have your Sparrow, you can just skip all of this and go to the end immediately.
All right, take her down.
So, yeah. As a strike, this is just kind of a decent mission. It's just kind of a 3-person mission, it feels like. And even then, I could probably solo it on this difficulty. And that's kind of one of the problems I have with this game, is it doesn't give you an option to solo these. Which oftentimes can feel like you're either being hindered by your teammates, or you want a challenge to try to raise your skill in a game. The idea in a game, and games like these, is to raise your skill. Whenever you're playing PvP, if the goal is to beat the crap out of the other guy, you're not really getting the point of how PvP works. It should be to look at your mistakes and improve upon them. And if you're like, I don't make mistakes, you make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. We're human. Get them. So, the fact that this game is actively hindering my ability to do that, I feel like that's not that good. Now, it does have Nightfall strikes that, you know, don't have matchmaking, and I like that, but that's a bit of a spike if you want to try to solo a Nightfall at Master difficulty. Second of all, this game is kind of full of a bit of glitches. Tiny glitches that don't entirely change the game, but enough that makes it that it's kind of strange. low. I don't have a lot of good heavy. Now this game does certainly have a lot of interesting ideas. A lot of people like the super system. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I don't care about it that much though. Oh shit. Okay, it looks like one of our teammates either lagged out or left. Bring my A game! Revive teammate. Die ogre, and let's run! Okay. Now, this is what I'm talking about team play, like me reviving and kind of rotating and killing the ogre where my teammate couldn't, knowing his weakness. That's a bit of team play. This game actively encourages team play, and I love that about this game. I'm not saying other games don't, but this is one of the most successful I've seen it do it. Because while you have Call of Duty and all those other like Titanfall games, they're single player, their stories are only single player. All the multiplayer kind of feels like I can be my one-man army. Destiny is one of the only games I've seen that really highlights the idea that I want you operating as a team, not as an individual. If that makes sense. This game is really good at that, which is very essential in this game, very helpful. Trials of Osiris is all the best players of them aren't individuals, they're all teams. Because an individual can try as hard as he wants, but all the team play can't save you from a completely god-awful decision as a team. It also encourages community response, but this game really likes making good decisions, likes rewarding you with team play, so that's a really good idea to have. Yeah, so I just missed that grenade launcher shot, and I'm awful at that. I don't have a sword. Why did you give me a sword, Shaw? Oh, shit. Oh, that's my name. I really want to change that now. Guardian 3301. Can you change my name? Oh, shotgun. There we go. Multiple explosions. Die here, teammate. Oh, and it's a primary shotgun. How fun. That sucks. She was so low. Now we're all new players, and I understand we failed that. I wish the game hadn't given us a friggin' sword before a strike. Like, that is an awful decision on the game. Oh yeah, you're about to go fight a strike. You know what's the best weapon I could possibly give you? A sword. Like, legit, there's very few swords I would recommend using in any form of any strike. This is not one of them. This is why I like this grenade launcher. And so that strike buck's a tad tanky, and I wish heavy was dropping more, but I can only complain about bad loot drops and all that. RNG is just not on my side right now. As well as I don't have the ammo mods for this. I can see why I would tell new players that strikes can be tough, but in my experience, they're kind of not. There's very few strikes I would legitimately tell you, yeah, this is gonna be a tough fight. This is not one of them, but it's based around a really tough strike, so I can understand the difficulty, and we're all new players. That is kind of the idea right now, is that we don't have the weapons to fight this, and we have a friggin' sword for DPS. For new players, I can understand why people playing the game would tell you it's gonna be a tough mission, because it can be. You're probably not used to this. For me, though, I'm kind of used to this. Like, you notice me kind of throwing all these enemies around. And pop barricade here. I'm not gonna super just go whammo on her with my grenade launcher. Reviving with my... He's completely just not even covered by the boss. So it's probably the best idea to go at him while he's not, while this area isn't flooded with ads. Once she goes down, this area is gonna become flooded with ads. Oh, we have a warlock now. Our hunter left, I guess. That's kind of sucks. Bunch of glimmer. Playing without my loot really makes me rethink my strategies and ideas. Okay, teammate, I know you're trying to help, but that was kind of just bad luck on our end. That I shot your foot and it bounced off. Artifact unlocked. Okay, yay. Okay, so... if my teammates are all gonna be fighting up there, I'm gonna go down here and make sure that we're not gonna get ambushed. Looks like we're all clear now. Oh, there we go. There's a wide engram. Please be a weapon. Please be a weapon. Damn it. Okay. This is also part of the problem I'm finding, is that it's not dropping any weapons that are really good. This is a Titan. Reviving. Now, if we had a Hunter is also good turned invisibility. So I'm going to try to deal a lot of damage. Did she die? Huh.
Pass. Maeve. They can rest easier now, thanks to you.
Couldn't have done it without you.
Okay.
Jack.
Maybe.
So,
Console yourself
I got a
short.
legendary
I
plate.
see a spark in you, Guardian. Make sure you keep it safe. Don't let it get to your head, okay? This is only the beginning of your story.
Excellent work. Return to the tower.
Oh yay, my favorite part. Destiny lag. The belated Destiny lag. Yep. This is also a big problem I find with Destiny. The lag. It loves to do this to me. I have no idea why. It just loves it. Absolutely loves it. Now, the strike was a bit on the longer side, is the problem. But considering that the game thought it wise for us to get friggin' swords, I can understand why. That was an awful decision on the game. For the first strike boss, you know what the weapon we should give them right before they fight it is? A sword. Not a grenade launcher, not a anything really. But a sword. Seriously, game? You kind of suck at this, don't you? And we're back. Sorry about that. Internet problems and all that. I wish I could fix them, but I don't think I can. So anyway, Risk Runner, okay. Anyway, I'm still very frustrated that the game thought the best weapon to give me in any case against a boss was a sword. Bungie has always been on par to make these mistakes and forget that it has its own community and newer players don't need the toughest experience possible or the easiest experience. The ads were simple. I is easily take care of them. But again, I'm an advanced player. The problem was all the people who aren't advanced players are probably pretty mad right now. Wait till I get an exotic ghost to upgrade this guy. I also don't have the materials to do it either. I think I have 0 legendary shards. No, I have 27. Okay. So, let's see what the story has to continue on,
Yes, Zavali.
and I will continue after all's
Good
done.
to have you back.
Oh, no dialogue. Just pick up this thing. Oh, in case you want to buy something, here's how you buy it. Get it now. Thanks. Bungie, this is one of the reasons I legit can't say you're a great company. I feel like you're trying to say you really should be buying something, you know.
A prepared soldier is a victorious soldier.
Okay, we have a shotgun with perpetual motion, swashbuckler, and that's a pretty good roll for a shotgun. You're always up and close, and you're always moving. Yeah, I get it. My computer's being very slow and very uncooperative today. Okay, it has a 3 when out of combat. Okay. Damaging invaders with. Okay, snapshot or steady hand. Okay. I don't really care about that shotgun right now, I guess. But, okay. It's not as good as Ascendancy from last season, which was like its beauty incarnate. Well, where are we going? Yes, I get it. I wish I could opt out this. I'm always annoyed by the tutorial. It's like, hey, Throne World's open. Go explore it as soon as you can. I'm currently exploring. And also, I have something else to do in the tower. I can't cancel that. It stays there until I succeed at what it's doing. This is just annoying on so many levels. And if you're not sure what I meant by I feel like I'm running around a lot, the tower is one of the most classic examples whenever you have a quest. You're going to feel like you're running around the tower for the most obscure reasons.
Quickly, friend.
Sure, I'll equip something other than the generic Titan idea with a more generic Titan. So, you gonna load game? Destination unlocked. EDZ. Yes. Oh my god. Yes! Thank you, I can dismiss. Finally. Oh my god, my computer really is. I'm sorry, game, what? And we're back. Okay. After a brief thing where the game tried to get me to play this Witch Queen campaign again, it finally gives me the control back to my character. I'm still having internet problems and I still want to shoot my computer, but I can't because of how expensive it is. Yeah, good. Okay, so this is part of the idea that Destiny forgets to tell its players. This is how a lot of about the customization. You have the ghost is a very specific form of customization. If you upgrade your ghost with certain materials, and I'm not gonna right now, you could get more better bonuses like a 10% EXP gain or you can increase all loot from public events or 35% glimmer gain, or you can detect through caches. These are all really helpful. And nothing for here apparently right now. And legendary armor and all armor pretty much have the same thing, but it's more recommended that you use legendaries and exotics to upgrade. Very recommended, in fact. The game doesn't tell you this though, so lower end content players don't understand that there is quite a difference, and you probably should using legendaries over blues on almost any occasion, especially for armor. The only occasion is whenever you're leveling up in like a campaign and the highest gear you have is blues. It makes sense. Not stat-wise, but light level-wise. This game loves doing that. The customization has like 30,000 systems.
Looking at something.
I like how they took all the charm out of this character from Destiny 2 year. And by the way, I do not think I'm ready for the arrival mission on Legendary or in the EDZ. Not true. Okay, so where are these? Scavenger 5, the Drain, Widow's Fall. Wait, is that Widow Walk? Terminus East. And probably one there. Atrium. And that's all I'm looking for. So it's the 3 in this area. Okay, that's gonna be easy. I know these 3 by heart. One because I had to get, I think it was Mina multi-tool. One because I farmed it so much. In the last one because I also farmed it so much. So this is more of the exploration, more lost sectors and more ideas like this. I wish I could probably doing way more strikes, but I want to use an exotic to give you a feeling of an exotic. And after this playthrough, I will definitely switch over to my main and show you the differences between low-end and high-end content, or low-end and high-end players. I'll run through a strike and then show you exactly what I mean by it feels like they're handicapping the newer players on purpose. And I will literally tell you about where half of my gear, my current loadout is going. Again, I wish they didn't give me a friggin' sword to kill these. By the way, opening shot is a very useless perk on a sidearm. Oh, a shotgun, a legendary one at that too. What's the perks on it? Dual loader and thresh. I guess that's good. And an energy fusion. Rampage. It's also higher gear. So that's one. Lost sector looted. Yay. Okay. The thing about legendary is oftentimes they have 2 perks, and most of the time they're better than blues. There was a couple times where like Emithius DSU where it was better than some legendaries, and a time where a blue auto rifle was the best auto rifle in the game. Those were exceptions, but most of the time a legendary will be better than a blue. Most of the time. There are some pretty crappy rolls on legendaries that I would say, no, the blue is better. By the way, if you're thinking swords sound really cool, they would if every other method of killing things seemed to be more efficient. And it is. You have grenade launchers with chain reaction, better ad clear. You have a sword with chain reaction, which is good ad clear, I guess. But you know what's better? The current Raiden grenade launcher that's special has chain reaction and a waveform. It demolishes ads. It is stupid good, and it shouldn't be that stupid. Okay, so let's get out of here. And that's it. I don't need to kill every enemy in this area, and I don't care enough to. Okay, now let's look at the pulse rifle I just got. Probably gonna be better than my sidearm, so I'll put on the shotgun. So next episode, I'll definitely be on my newer character and explain what I mean by. I feel like this game, as a veteran of the game, it's rewarding me for being a veteran, and I like systems like that because I'm a veteran. But for newer players, it's gonna suck, and absolutely suck it does.
Looks like the Fallen are bringing in a glimmer drill.
Scout rifle.
Keep a sharp lookout.
I don't think I'll participate in that public event. As easy as it is, I'm a new player, and there seems to be nobody else new. I'm not an idiot. Some heavy. Remember this in the Mida multi-tool quest. It was annoying. Absolutely annoying. It was. I also dislike how they made Sweet Business an exclusive to Witch Queen. That was a terrible move on Bungie's part. Okay, so we continue on. And we return to the EDZ. Ooh, that's an explosive payload scout rifle. Hell yeah. Zen Moment's a useless perk on almost any gun. If you're not aware of why I'm talking like this, every gun in the game has a perk and assigned with it, and this idea, and you can get randomized rolls and all that. Like the shotgun I have is a legendary on. If I get another shotgun, it has a good chance of not being the same roll in any way, shape, or form. It could have two entirely different perks. It's a pretty good chance. Not perfect, but a pretty good chance. So sometimes there's like really good rolls. You have to know which perks work well together, which ones don't, which ones are really good, which ones are really bad. Like Zen Moment is complete garbage. Like, oh, it can't be that bad. Well, the thing is, it increases your, I think it is stability or range by a percentage. So if you have no, it's stability. So if you have a really high stability, it's useless, and if you have really slow stability, it's also useless. So only in the middle, but then at that point, it's still useless. They're just better perks. It's gonna feel like that at times. And that's 8,000 glimmer. Oh, apparently the risk reward mission in the EDZ, I'm guessing. If my computer will ever load it, I might get to do it.
Let's bring them home, you and I, huh? One shot. One shot for every friend we've lost.
Okay, come on. My God, my PC is being slow right now. There we go. And it's gonna take another like good 10 seconds to load everything. Oh, apparently not. My PC's just being slow today. So, I did not get a grenade launcher. Did I get a shader? No, I got an emblem. So, as a game, if you're willing to spend a bunch of time, I bet you could really get into this game. I bet you could. I bet a lot you could. So, let's continue.
Glad to see that superconductor is being put to use.
Okay.
I'll leave you to it, but get in over your head? Call me. I still owe you a rescue or two. Shaw, over and out.
Explosive payload's a really good
We're
perk,
hunting dust captains.
but
Kill the mechanics to draw them
this
out.
is why I dislike this game for newer players. We don't have enough older players explaining how the newer players what to do. Like, the idea that there's god rolls and all this. I feel like the game is just kind of throwing players in and not explaining to the players that there are really good rolls, and to be in high-end content, you need really good guns. Another big problem with Destiny that it doesn't really tell you a lot about is it has this tendency to put a ton of different currency for every single planet. Like Earth has the Cosmodrome has spin metal, the EDZ has dusk light. You're gonna feel like it's gonna have a stupid amount of stuff that you're gonna have in your inventory. And it's like, why do I have all this stuff? And the answer is, I have absolutely no idea why they can't just condense it into one. Why they just can't make it, you know, planetary materials. Because this makes unnecessary grind for every damn planet. And it gets annoying fast. And it's not gonna die with this. Okay, and there goes the tank. And there's some stasis, by the way. Exclusive to Beyond Light, so you might want to go buy Beyond Light. This is just stupid. Destiny has this Activision problem. And it kind of is annoying. Of how I feel like the entirety of half the game, like currently Forsaken is still like $10. And what's in Forsaken? Well, one raid and one planet. No missions, nothing. Couple strikes too. that's not worth $10. I'd tell you don't buy Forsaken. It's useless. The planet is kind of just not even that good. If the planet even is included. If it's not, then absolutely not. No raid is worth $10. So, and continue on. So, where's this last... Okay, I've defeated 3 captains, now what?
We've got what we need.
Or I kind of had other people do it. I had absolutely no idea where the captains were, so... So... This game loves to sell itself as a free-to-play game. I feel like that's a lie. Oh, it's just the first mission music. Oh, shit. Is this... What difficulty is this mission? 1450. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to play it really safe. We got a challenge. This isn't gonna challenge us beat new players too hard. I played part of Raid Day 1. This is going to be a lot tougher, certainly, but it's not gonna probably be as tough as a Raid Day 1.
Banshee's notes
Those are
mentioned a locked door
masochistic.
near the gap.
There we go.
The only other note is chasm. Have fun. If we're hunting for one of Cade's stashes, those 3 words are a threat, followed by sarcasm. Watch your angles. The fall will probably kill you.
Still not a problem. I've played harder difficulties than this. Yeah, I'm not getting that heavy, by the way.
Cade would have liked you. You have his explorer spirit, and you're not afraid to take risks. Careful now.
I do like how they're mentioning Cade in a kind of morbid sense. Cade was a community favorite for very long, so it is good that that Bungie was very aware of how popular he was, and they're kind of saying, yeah, he was a very... His death has affected the tower greatly. I do like that narrative that they're very keeping it, that they're not trying to forget it.
The math says even those closest to Cade will never find all of his stashes. The rumors of his misadventures don't even scratch the surface of the trouble he got up to. But who knows? Your legend is just getting started, Guardian. Maybe someday it'll be your adventures that inspire a new generation of heroes and explorers.
I doubt it. Considering I'm just playing on this easier character to give the audience an idea of how easy to tough this game can be for newcomers. That's it. That's the entire reason I'm playing on this narrative. Oh, shit.
Keep climbing.
Yes, and if you're like, is Destiny full of this parkour? Absolutely. It is annoying as every time you play it, you feel like it's just gonna get worse the next time. And it does. Seriously? This is every class problem. I don't land on the ledge and I just kind of bounce off of it. And every time I die, I go farther and farther back. So it's kind of like there's no checkpoints. And whenever there is, they're inconsistent at best. Seriously, game? I glitched out of the map there. Seriously? That's not funny, game. I have to go even farther back now, though. Oh my god, this game. You can see why at the beginning I said I have a love-hate relationship with it. I either love it or hate it. The parkour is nice if it was fleshed out, if they would add checkpoints, if they'd add a bunch of things that would make it less tedious. But they don't flesh it out, and they just kind of throw you in the parkour and say, have fun! I don't have fun. I'm annoyed whenever... And this is even the worst parkour. Taken blight walls are much worse than this.
Banshee was right. His funny chicken-loving friend left us a present. Your arsenal keeps growing, Guardian.
Okay.
Technology in your hands hasn't been seen in hundreds of years. Which is to say, watch where you point that thing. Light 'em up.
So this is exotics. They can be as good as this, or they can be Skyburner's Oath, where any legendary might actually be better. Yeah, again, I'm playing at 1450. I'm doing pretty well. Gotta get hit first. Expected that. I don't think I did that much damage. Again, I have a friggin' sword. with constant spawn of ads, not very fun. But I am playing on like a stupid high difficulty. Yeah, figured as much.
I cannot believe I'm doing this well in a difficulty this high. Raid Day 1 is so much harder though. I don't care how many times you die. That was so much more difficult. Because there's so much more ads. And everything feels like it's doing more damage than this. In reality, it's not. There we go. So, that's also an example of difficulty in my stupidity. How far am I willing to go to break absolutely everything?
Okay, so this is probably mostly going to be it. It wants me to learn about the history of Destiny, but I will not. Because I'm probably not going to go back on here. Destiny's biggest flaw, in my opinion, is how it treats its new players. It is not well, and it is not anything near of what I would like. It definitely likes to give you all of its content in brief scoops and brief ideas. I do not feel like it's trying too much to give me. I have not talked about the Crucible or Gambit yet, and I will not play that on a newer character because I refuse to. So this is Destiny. As you've seen, I have talked about how incredibly hard, my frustration with swords, and everything else. I'm lost, and I will certainly be lost next episode. So try to help me get found, I guess. See ya.